In any crowd, a foolproof way to find a British person of a certain age is to simply shout aloud one word.
Crackerjack!
To which they are legally required to reply. A show which spanned generations, Crackerjack was the childhood favourite of parents whose own kids then loved it too. An astounding 450 episodes made up its original run, which began in 1955 with Eamon Andrews as host, until Leslie Crowther took over in '64. In '68, Aspel took the reins. Then in '75, Ed Stewart. He hung on until 1980, when Stu Francis would see the show through to its end in December of 1984. A brief reboot came in 2020 with Sam and Mark, but it didn't have half the impact of the original. To get a flavour for it, let's sit through a bunch of episodes from the Stu Francis years.
Ooh, I could wrestle an action man.
The title sequence was Our Anime, a cartoon Stu and Chaz and Dave, who did the banger of a theme tune.
Get your voices ready, come on, let's hear your shout. It's Crackerjack, Crackerjack. Putting me bass on telly, that's what it's all about. Oh, such a lovely word, it's Crackerjack.
Stu's an absolute superstar here, making his entrance like Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 12.
Hey, kids!
This is why they want to defund the police.
Thank you! Bless you, thank you.
Opening monologues are 5 minutes of pure, unadulterated Stu Francis.
You should see the size of my Auntie Nellie's bloomers. I went in and said, "Excuse me, doctor, have you got anything for a bad strain?" He gave me a tea bag with a hole in it. We were so poor, my little brother was made in Hong Kong.
Everything takes place in front of a rabid audience of kids in fancy dress, going absolutely berserk the entire time. Imagine being a child in 1984, piling onto a coach with your mates for a trip to the Crackerjack. Studio. That was some living. The golden generation.
Crackerjack!
Kids, plus one lone middle-aged businessman who bunked off work. Honestly, your modern fandoms like BTS or One Direction had nothing on the passion of these stans.
There's your Crackerjack pen!
I'll hold it for you.
There's our new Crackerjack annual!
But of course, something always has to spoil it.
Well, now it's time to meet two very dear friends of mine, and I know they're dear friends of yours. Come on, a big warm welcome to Keith Harris and Cuddles!
This is, in the pejorative sense, classic Keith. Here's a gag about confusing Bruce Lee with Bruce Forsyth.
What's the difference, Stu?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
One of them's a Chinaman.
And the other one's a chin man.
Yeah.
Cut that out for a start.
I'm going to do that. I've got a pair of scissors.
The main part of Crackerjack. The main part of the show is a madcap game where contestants have to root around in slime for questions.
This time, could you tell me what is the name for two children who are born joined together? Which insect spreads malaria? Which television detective do you associate with lollipops?
Stu forgets a name he's just been told.
So let's meet our first two contestants, and Julie, this is...
This is Jeffrey Tross from Doncaster.
Ooh. Put it there, Jeff.
And his small talk is great.
This is Ben Haynes, who's from Salisbury.
All the way from Salisbury, eh? Salisbury Plain. Hey, you should see the tanks on Salisbury Plain, don't you? Hey, you've seen them up there? Mm-hmm. All the tank tracks, and that's exciting, isn't it?
Must say, I really enjoy the jazzy rendition of the Star Wars theme in the background.
Is it? It's worth 2 points. We've got a question for you. What would you expect a clairvoyant to tell you? A clairvoyant would tell you you're... around, that's it. Back to me, 2 points again. This time, could you tell me what kind of animals were Lassie and Ring Tin Tin? Lassie.
As well as Ultra Quiz mate Sarah Hollenby, another hostess is future MTV VJ, Downtown Julie Brown.
But don't worry, young man, look at this. We've got lots of goodies here, look. We've got Orville's new single record there.
Ask anyone to identify this facial expression, and they'd immediately guess it was that of someone being given Orville's record. Other prizes include an Atari and
2 extra presents. There's some pantomime tickets to come see Orville and I at the Dominion Theatre this Christmas as well.
2 tickets for the winner, 4 tickets for the loser. Each week there's a couple of musical performances, with artists like The Look, The Kane Gang, Lamal, and the Channel 5 Kate Bush, Toya Wilcox. Although there were so many bands in the 80s, sometimes I think they make one up to see if anyone notices.
Singing their latest hit record, Kill Me Quick, it's Jimmy the Hoover!
Events are also broken up with variety.
Can we have a nice big warm welcome, please, for Yuri and Tonya?
And when I say variety, I mean proper variety. Eastern European married couple with an obviously very healthy sex life doing novelty balancing. And juggling. And a man with a perm called Barry Lappy riding his bike. Most frequent comment on here is, "This is better than the shite on telly these days." And sometimes you have to throw your hands up and say, yeah, fair point.
Can we have a nice big warm welcome for Barcelli?
By the way, did you know this piece of music's got lyrics? Just imagine Mr. Bean is having a wank. Just imagine Mr. Bean is having a wank. He's pulling on his wheelie going bloody mental. Again, magnificent television. But then it's back to Harris.
Although, because you see, kids, I did explain to Orville, I said, because, as he knows, he's always a little bit lonely, aren't you?
I get sad when I'm lonely.
Oh, well, no, don't get sad.
Half the time, if he doesn't repeat what the puppets are saying, you've no idea.
Yeah, I must say, Cuddles, isn't it great to be back?
I think it's a downright liberty.
What is?
A downright liberty.
Well, what's a downright liberty?
Keith's act plays on a loop in the Dignitas waiting room. Every routine, 10 minutes of this.
That's right, isn't it?
That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it?
Well, is it? Well, your grammar, terrible.
Now, Grandma's a very nice lady.
Dippy's in, and Orville sings a song in tribute, where miming to a tape really frees up Harris to go hog wild with the facial acting.
He's taking care of everything. I gave my heart a song to sing when I was feeling low. I know we make a funny pair.
It gets a bit dark though.
And I know I'd cry if he should go.
Later, Cuddles gets a song about being a pirate, where Keith's doing his most animated dancing.
If I had lived in olden days, what would I have been? A tinker or a tailor or a soldier of the Queen? Now I think I might have settled for a life upon the sea.
He's miming to another pre-record, so why are his teeth still clenched? When you and your mates are causing trouble in McDonald's and security asks your name.
This is Claire Hamburger from Manchester.
I'd do alright on this game, I reckon.
The other way around, Robert's round, there we go. Right, it's worth 2 points. Can you tell me who pulls at his braces, cannon or ball?
Sid, ball, fuck. After 2 semis, the winning kids meet in the final, where they're joined by celebrities.
From TVAM, Wincy Willis. Our very own weatherman, BBC Ian McGaskill.
Throw yourself into life with the abandon of McCaskill at the letters board.
Name any one of Prince Charles's brothers.
Edward.
Right, correct, Edward. Off we go, Ian. What we got the letter U for you.
Being the 80s, we're now into the gunge era, with slime beginning its stranglehold on kids' TV. This is the show Keith wished Crackerjack could have gone on to be.
Listen, you're not going to get a prize right at this minute, but I tell you who is. How about a nice round of applause for all the kids that are now going to play Take a Letter?
And Crackerjack really has got everything. Stu dressed like a Hale and Pace sketch, kids wearing those hats made out of spiraled paper. Incidentally, this is the exact outfit I've got on when I'm making my videos. Plus 2 pairs of pants, just in case. Do you know who else is here? Go on. Guess!
But here is one of Scotland's top teams. They're the top of their entertainment league. It's the Crankies!
Ian gets a bit confused about his wife Jimmy's gender.
He's got an interview tomorrow and he's got to get himself nice and clean and tidy, so I told him to go back home and get changed. I mean, he was filthy, isn't he? Scruffy little devil.
He's not the only one.
See how Rachel does. All right then, Rachel, it's your turn. Beat the drum and get the cuts on. Come on, that's it. Yes, one more.
One thing of note with the Crankies here is Jimmy's attempt to launch a second catchphrase. A new Coke to fan Dabby Dozy's Coca-Cola Classic.
It's a picture of an iceberg by the looks of things, with a slice of ham on the top.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Hamburg.
Oh, Jimmy!
That's Hubba Dubba Doobie.
It's what?
That's my new word. Hubba Dubba Doobie.
Hubba Dubba what?
Hubba Dubba Doobie.
Stop trying to make Habba Dabba Doobie happen. And on the subject of catchphrases...
Ooh, I could test drive a Tonka. Ooh, I could blow up a beach ball. Ooh, I could frighten a fairy. Ooh, I could duff a daffodil.
Let's take a break and look at an Ed Stewart episode. There's very different energy from the Francis era, and it's literally just a kid's version of the Generation game.
We're going to find out how to make some animals from fruit, and to show us how to do it is Val Jackson.
Remarkable hair on Ed. Looks like he's peeping out of a hole in a tree.
And then you can put one through there, like that, with a couple of currants on it for its eyes. There we are, there's its eyes. And you finish it off with a beak. And there you have this sort of bird animal.
One thing remains consistent, however.
Crackerjack!
A step up from Keith and wee Jimmy, the in-house comedy troupes made up of Bernie Clifton, Jan Hunt and Peter Glaze.
Hey, where'd you get that from? Rent-a-nut?
Rent-a-nut? What do you mean, rent-a-nut? Certainly not!
But what we do have in the Ed period is a talent show. Young contestants vying to become the next Paul Miller. Oh, I'm cock-a-hoop.
Well, we're starting with a magician this week.
There's also a singing group. Yeah, it's become a cliche to say that everything from old telly's scary or sinister. But buddy, I don't know what to tell you.
I got punished today at school because I decided you were smoking. If the Bible said you were smoking, how come you get punished? Because I was setting on fire. Did you hear that the Irish man, he wanted to be died at sea? No, what did I do? He's 3 friends trying, digging his grave.
Come on, Stu. Cheer us all up with a joke.
My new mad doctor. Oh, he's crazy. Do you know, he was treating a fella for 6 months for yellow jaundice. Then he found out he was Chinese.
Things from the Far East were a constant source of humour in those days.
We Japanese know a fling or two about British cars.
You'd think they might ease up a bit, with one of Crackerjack's own hosts, Ling Tai, having been abandoned on the streets of Hong Kong as a baby and adopted by a British couple. But not so much.
It's a stunt. We've got a stunt for you, lads.
Oh, Chinese costume. Very, very nice. Thank you. Oh, I've got a touchy lips, right.
Chris Evans in the 90s. If you fed an AI all my videos and asked it to make the worst 5 seconds possible, it'd spit this out.
Did you enjoy that? Did you? Lovely. Listen, here's somebody else you're going to really enjoy. Let's go over and meet Pepe and friends.
Feels like this lot have appeared more times on my channel than I have.
Hello, Pepe. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Big Daddy's dancing party.
The thick showgirl out of Pepe was your dad's first crush. All this camp lip-syncing to popular hits. I'm sure someone more knowledgeable than me can draw a historical through line from Pepe and Doobie Duck to RuPaul's Drag Race.
Get it! Right!
Any politician starts talking about abolishing the licence fee. Sing 'em this.
We're going to stick with the good old BBC. Correct. Right. Yeah. We three, we got it made. Working for the BBC. That's Stu Francis, Keith Harris, and me. Woo! Yeah. Stu and Keith and me. Yeah.
Yes, if not for the BBC, we wouldn't have seen this not at all haunted Jimmy Cranky t-shirt.
My brother's just joined the army. He's so young they put him in the infantry.
Oh, Jimmy, that's terrible.
Or this performance of Jimmy's Gang, which was released as a single but did not chart, even with the B-side, We're Going to Spain.
Fun for all and all for fun, fun and games for everyone.
Come and have fun with us, join us today. Come on, join Jimmy's Gang, Jimmy's Gang, Jimmy's Gang.
Every member of Jimmy's Gang has since been taken off the streets and deported to an El Salvador mega prison.
All join Jimmy's Gang, fun with us today. Come and join Jimmy's Gang, Jimmy's Gang, Jimmy's Gang. We Jimmy Cranky rules. Okay!
You gotta respect them for needlessly singing live, in an exhausting routine which puts Jeanette on her arse.
Come and join Jimmy's Gang, Jimmy's Gang, Jimmy's Gang. We Jimmy Cranky rules. Okay! We Jimmy Cranky rules. Okay!
When the bikini models next door see me tanning my pecs over the back fence.
Oh no, it's those girls again.
More finals, more celebrities.
From the world of comedy, John Inman and Wendy Richards.
Christ, when's gonna be fuming about that, as she dices with death sprinting across a shiny studio floor in heels. In another face-off, it's a battle between Lindsay DePaul and
World champion judo fighter Neil Adams.
As well as questions, players have to perform stunts, like dress as a can of soup or bath a baby.
Oh, back
the baby. What's the baby called?
Christopher.
Christopher. Give Christopher a good scrub.
Bet Lindsay's glad she didn't get this one. A perfectly normal thing to happen.
Take your top off quick, that's it. Put the top on. That's it, and the top. Get in the bucket wall, get inside the wall, get in the bucket. Up, right. Right.
Yeah, just stand there in your knickers now, mate. In front of all them cubs and brownies. No, don't put your trousers back on. Cover him in gunge while you're at it. Yeah, that really highlights the curves of his abs and knob. Perfect. When they have to dance around under the credits, Neil's left looking like he's doing a public appearance at GAY.
Olympic swimming star David Wilkie.
I'm starting to think this isn't purely random.
Take your tracksuit off.
Because you can.
It's fine, David. You just stand there in your wet underpants. Quite equal opportunity for the time, though. Ladies, put more clothes on. Men, get your bulges out. This is still early in the days of gunge, when they'd yet to figure out that the brown stuff just looks like you've been diarrheaed on.
I don't like this game.
Ooh, I could ingest an Imodium. The kids win prizes covered in baked bean juice and human shit. Cheers for that, Stu.
And we've also got my new single, Ooh, I Could Crush a Grape.
To save you looking it up.
When life feels good like you know it should, and you're riding high and you touch the sky, then say it with me. Ooh, I could crush a grape.
Check out the look Sarah gives David Wilkie here. Must have been before she met her husband, the hunky vicar off Keeping Up Appearances. Crackerjack may well be the most iconic British kids show in television history, but like most things when re-watched from the far future, maybe you had to be there.
And a big cake.
A cake, yeah. I like cake. Do you like cake? There's only one cake I don't like.
What cake's that?
Stomach cake.
Stomach cake.
And if you were there, you'd be easy to find.
Crackerjack!
Anyway, you know what they say. Always finish with a song.
If you're healthy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're healthy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're healthy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're healthy and you know it, clap your hands. Good day, Eddie Daddy. Good night. Goodbye.
Did you enjoy that? Yeah! Smashing!